Hello. Today I wanted to do a video on dowsing rods and how we use them on a paranormal investigation. It's actually my go-to tool, if you will. We do have a lot of electronics. We have a whole trailer full of gadgets, but these are my favorite. And you can make them out of any wire. Doesn't have to be copper. I actually made this out of coat hangers. And I had some old copper wiring from a project, so I wrapped them in copper. You can see that, just to give it a little bit more weight and see if they picked up any better. But honestly, I don't see any difference between regular coat hangers and copper wire or any other wire. They work just as well for me, no matter what. Dowsing rods were used for centuries as water witching, right? So it was how you found your well and you could find water. So we did it on our land, and our well was, I want to say it was over 800 feet deep up in the Sierra Nevadas. So it works really, really well. When you hold a dowsing rod, you want to make sure that your thumb is not manipulating the rod. What I do is I just hold them in my hand like this and then balance them so that my thumbs are not on them, okay? And when you're asking for, you don't just want to invite anybody to talk to you ever in the paranormal world, right? So what I do is I call upon my dad, because he will always talk to me. He knows how to work these. I've worked them before. I ask them to cross for yes and open for no. And you have to frame everything in a yes or no question. But as long as you don't move, okay? So Dad, are you here with me? If you are, please cross them. There you go. Very strong yes. Thank you, Dad. Can you open them up for me? Pull them open. Pull them open. I had to move my finger a little bit, so that actually moved it a little further than he was doing it. Okay, now what you'll notice, thank you, Daddy, what you'll notice with the rods is you'll start getting this. And when this happens, it's usually because you have more than one spirit that wants to talk to you, or the person you're talking to is really impatient. They'll be doing this. You will actually feel, if someone else walks into the room, a change in energy. And what I mean is, once you're talking to, say, Dead Uncle Fred, and you're going to feel either his timidness or his aggressiveness on the rods. And then all of a sudden, if they start moving and the rods feel different or vibrate in your hands, that could be because somebody else is walking in and they want to take control of the rods. Remember, in any form of communication, you have the right to say, I don't want to talk to you. You need to wait your turn, or I don't want to talk to you. You're not Dead Uncle Fred. So, when I'm talking to my dad, I know the feel of the rods when he works them. And, whoa, okay. So, Dad, your birthday was on Halloween. Yes, yes. Were you here as I was dressing up? Yes. Do you miss being with all your friends at the parties? Yeah. Some of your friends are with you, though. They're with you on the spirit side. Did you have a party with them? Yes. I've been thinking a lot about your airplanes, Dad. Yeah, we went to a hangar in Idaho Falls. Were you with us? Yeah. I miss flying with you every day, Dad. I miss flying with you. Do you see the Taylor craft still? Yes, the Taylor craft was his aircraft, his last aircraft that he owned, and his all-time favorite, I think. I mean, we've had everything, but he loved the Taylor craft. Do you fly sometimes with the new pilot, Dad? Yeah. Thank you, Dad, for showing us the dowsing rods. I love you. Haha. Yeah, that's Daddy. So you will find when you start communication with somebody, make sure that it's a relative or a friend of yours. Don't invite. And get the hang of using the dowsing rods. I keep a pair with me in my vehicle always, and I have a pair in the house. It's just, for me, it's an easy form of communication. If it doesn't work for you, try maybe refocusing your energy. It's kind of hard. Some people actually use a pendulum, which can be anything, right? I find that my body moves too much for the pendulum because it just takes such a minute amount. The other thing that I wanted to let you know on dowsing rods is you can get them on Amazon, and some of them have this sleeve that fits right here, and it makes them really easy to spin. They're made out of copper and they have a sleeve. I am not a fan of those because all you have to do is the littlest body movement, and those things are they're zooming all over the place. For me, it's too much interference. I want to make sure that I'm holding my rods as comfortably as I can, just balancing them in my hand and letting the spirit energy communicate with me through the rods. You will see also that not everybody will communicate with them. My mother has never come through with them, even though she was a psychic medium and she taught me all of this stuff. She's never come through, but let's see if she comes through tonight. Mom, are you here with me? Mom, are you here? No, she just doesn't move them. She doesn't communicate that way with me, which I find really interesting since she was such a strong psychic medium. But, you know, I guess like Celeste says on our Paranormal Lives that I guess my mom is doing other things and she's busy with other people. She's only come through a couple of times. So anyway, use the dowsing rods and let me know after you try them what you think. Did they work for you? Leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to hear from you.